All right, today we're diving into a business case for a single piece of equipment that claims it can completely revolutionize how tree care professionals work. We're talking about the Mobile Tree Spa MTS-180. So let's see if the numbers and the strategy actually stack up. Okay, if you're running a tree care business, this question probably feels personal. You've got the crew, you've got the jobs lined up, but are all the little things, the logistics, just eating you alive on profits? Let's get right into the core problem this whole system is designed to solve.
It all boils down to a fundamental inefficiency in how plant health care, or PHC, gets done. We're talking about all the services that keep trees healthy beyond just pruning. And there's this problem that just quietly bleeds money and honestly puts a cap on how much a business can really grow. Let's actually put a name to this problem: the fragmented equipment model. You know what I'm talking about. You've got one truck for your liquid treatments, a separate trailer for the air spade, and maybe even a third rig just to haul debris. And the result? It's a logistical nightmare. Your mobilization costs go through the roof, and you end up spending half your day just shuffling equipment around instead of doing actual billable work.
So how do you fix a problem that's so fragmented? Well, the business case we're looking at here argues for a total shift in thinking, moving from that patchwork of tools to a single all-in-one workstation. And here it is, the Mobile Tree Spa MTS-180. The idea itself is super simple, but it's also incredibly powerful. You consolidate everything you need into one heavy-duty truck. What does that do? It means you get to ditch the multiple vehicles, you eliminate all those return trips to the shop, and you kill all that unproductive downtime that comes with managing a complicated fleet. But let's break down what all-in-one really means in this context, because this isn't just a fancy spray rig. It's got an air spade for soil work, all the systems for liquid applications and tree injections, a root pruner, and this is the absolute game changer. It has the built-in capacity to haul materials and debris. That means you can do a full, complex air spade job from start to finish in one single visit. No more coming back for cleanup.
And this right here, this gets to the very heart of the value proposition. The whole argument is that you're not just buying a truck with a bunch of tools on it. You're investing in a complete, turnkey system that's been designed from the ground up to scale your entire PHC division.
So, what on earth does a complete business system actually mean? Well, the investment is designed to go way beyond the physical truck. The idea is to give a business everything it could possibly need to launch or seriously scale up a premium PHC service line, literally right out of the box. So what's in the package? You get 2 days of intensive hands-on training, you get access to a mobile app for managing treatments, you get a whole suite of marketing and business support, and you get the trademarked rights to the Tree Spa brand, which gives you an instant, marketable, professional identity. It's not just the hardware, it's the software you need to actually make money with it.
Okay, so obviously, a system like this is a major expense. Let's talk about the elephant in the room, the price. We'll break down the numbers and look at how this business case frames it not as a cost, but as a really strategic investment.
The total investment is $135,000. Now, this is being positioned as a special pre-market price, really aimed at those early adopters who want to get ahead of the curve before a unit like this potentially becomes the new normal.
To get your build slot reserved, it requires a $10,000 deposit. That's a pretty standard commitment for a piece of custom, high-value equipment like this. There's also a financial incentive baked in. If you put 20% down, you get a 5% discount off the total price. So, it's a smart way to manage that initial capital hit, if you can. And look, for businesses that need to keep their cash flow healthy, financing options are on the table. The whole point is to make this accessible so a company can get the unit out in the field and start generating revenue without having to completely drain their budget up front.
So, this is the really critical question. How do you manage the risk of such a big investment? Well, let's compare. On one hand, you could try a custom, do-it-yourself setup. But that comes with unproven equipment, lots of version 1.0 headaches, and a huge risk of downtime. The MTS-180, on the other hand, is presented as a system that's already been field-proven by a board-certified master arborist. It's a turnkey system designed for the tough realities of commercial work.
All of this builds towards one final, big argument, that this kind of integrated approach isn't just a small improvement, it's a fundamental shift. It's what could become the new industry standard for anyone serious about high-performance plant healthcare.
So, where does the actual return on that big investment come from? Well, the business case boils it down to 3 main things. First, your throughput goes way up. You just get more billable work done, period.
Second, you get instant market differentiation. The Tree Spa brand is designed to help you command premium prices. And third, your overhead plummets because you're slashing all the maintenance and labor costs that are tied to running a whole fleet of vehicles.
And in the end, the whole case comes down to this single question, which completely reframes the decision. It stops being about should I buy a new truck and becomes, am I ready to make a strategic move to dominate my market? The real question left on the table is whether a business wants to keep patching together the old way of doing things, or if it wants to be the one that sets the new standard.